Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahushai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakal Kodash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, which we well, man. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there. You brothers that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. I'm the priest Shaman, and this week's topic is going to be entitled U.S. To put more troops in Syria, all right? Something along those lines, or U.S. order to put more troops, or U.S. reneging on their word, per usual. You know, we said that when we actually did the show on it, when Trump first declared that the troops are going to be pulled out, we said that they said that before. You know, it's not the first time they said they was going to pull troops out of Syria and didn't do it. So this particular time, same situation. Trump ordered the troops to be pulled out, but John Bolton, all right, went over there to Israel, and Benjamin Netanyahu, the president of Israel, said, listen, man, we're not having that shit. Okay, because as we've been saying time and time again to the Spirit, the United States is just the proxy army of Israel. This is why Ezekiel 38 should be, this is why Ezekiel 38 fits so perfect, that both America and Israel are going to be wiped off the state of the map, man, because again, America only acts in Israel interests. All right, there's a law against burning an Israeli flag in America. You can't speak too much about Israel, man. It's easy to get your videos flagged. You can't say anything bad about Israel, but you can say whatever you want about America. You could go on the state in Washington D.C. and burn the American flag, and it's not a law against it. But if you burn an Israeli flag, all right, or you speak up against Israel, you get your video flags, you get in jail, all types of shit, man. So that right there shows you that Donald Trump truly doesn't have any power, man. All right, and first of all, war should go through Congress. So the United States is not following their own fucking laws, man. All right, this guy John Bolton, he's an ultimate warmonger. He's been in every single Republican. He's been in 3 Republican cabinets, and he's always been pushing war with Iran. So, in the minds of the elect, really, if you have understanding, we fought John Bolton. We fought a motherfucker like that because this Third World War is inevitable. All right, so John Bolton pushing the fact that, he's just a puppet, but the fact that they're pushing that, listen, man, the goal is this. The goal ultimately is to give Erdogan an ultimatum. All right, Erdogan is the president of Turkey. You can't be a part of NATO and at the same time buy an S-400. You're going to have to pick a fucking side. All right? And we know how strategic Turkey is, because there's only 2 primary ways to export oil in Europe. That's through the Mediterranean and through Turkey. All right? So Turkey fits major important in prophecy, man. All right? So right now we see in the Mossad, as it says in the book of Daniel, the 4th chapter, the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. In the book of Amos, the 4th chapter, he declares the thoughts of man. So as you can see, the stage is being set for World War III, man. And we've been saying this over and over again through the Spirit, starting with apostles and elders for a number of years. Now, what's holding that back? The mark of the beast. This is 2019, the year of Karagma. Karagma is, of course, that mark. And the mark of the beast is the RFID chip. First and foremost, and only, it's the RFID chip, all right? You can't partialize this. So it's a mark of the beast and the cyst. No, it's not no cyst. It's the RFID chip, man. All right, the RFID is not a part of it. This is the charagma, all right, or the Hebrew root word charax, which is a palisades, a stake. Palisades were used in sieges. They were sharp wooden thing dug in the ground for sieges. This is the root word of what the translator used for charagma, man, because the word charagma is not in the Septuagint. All right, the word charagma, the Greek word charagma, is not in the Septuagint. The root word is, and what's the root word? The root word is charax. All right, and the Greek word, when they converted the Hebrew Bible, all right, into Greek, go to Deuteronomy 20:19. And the word there for siege is charax, man. All right? So it's letting you know that it's associated with that palisade. It's associated with that stake. And the reason I'm putting an emphasis on that is because the mark of the beast is not spiritual, man. It's a physical thing. And it's that RFID chip. Once that takes place, once that happens on a major scale, and who knows, a lot could take place, man. Then you nations, all right, are going to start that World War III. And yes, it is inevitable, man. You can't stop it, because the Most High, pursuant to the book of Isaiah chapter 14, verse 24, as he has purpose, so shall it stand. And before the Most High takes on a kingdom, he always sets up his prophets, man. And we are the prophets, all right? Starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, we are the prophets of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, set up to tell you this thing, man, all right? And the reason I'm saying that we are the prophets is because you can't say this thing in doubt, man. You got to be authoritative. You have to have some type of authority when you speak, man, because you know what could happen if you doubt? Well, Israel could have a right to be have a rightful excuse. All right. In other words, they could say, well, you know, Lord, this guy wasn't sure, so how can I be sure what he say? No, we're telling you 100%. This is the word of the Lord that we're speaking it, man. The RFID microchip is the mark of the beast, and this Third World War is going to take place, and it's inevitable, man. And you see that in the fact that instead of pulling troops out, John Bolton said we're going to put more troops in that motherfucker, man, to back the Kurds. All right, and we know that Turkey is against the Kurds. So something's got to give, okay? Something's got to give. Erdogan, you're going to have to make a decision, man. You're going to be with the United States or you're going to be with Russia, man. You can't be playing both fucking sides, all right? And the spirit got it to where Trump is that bold. He'll be that straightforward with it, man. And the United States military, no single country could take them out alone, period. It's too fucking powerful. The United States military makes up 64% of the world's military. And that was told to me by a 10-year Marine, man. He tells me some of the shit that they got, brothers. The United States got that it's just, yes, Russia has the S-500, which is a surface-to-air missile defense system, but no one rivals the United States air-to-air missile defense system and their sea-to-air defense system, man. The United States Army is very powerful. That's why these nations are going to have to be in league, man, to take this fucking bully out. You know what I'm saying? And as Vladimir Putin says, Russia spends $46 billion on defense. Don't you know that the United States spends $700 billion on defense? Half of the money spent towards the United States military can feed the continent of Africa. So this is a big bully. So these nations are going to have to team up. Which nations? Nations such as South Korea, Russia, China, all right? And they're going to revert back to a socialist, communist type manifesto, and they're going to be in one accord, man. All right, because as the scripture said in the book of Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter, the 5th verse, they've tasted the fucking wine of democracy and said, listen, this is not the way. All right, they're going to revert back. Most High is going to put hooks in their jaws, and they're going to revert back to their old ways, man. All right, and primarily you just have to look at nations that have their own independent central bank, man, without the Rothschilds involved. Nations such as Venezuela, all right, which Venezuela is a part of OPEC, but they're trying to stage a coup in Venezuela, man. They're trying to topple the government over there. They're trying to topple the government in Venezuela. They're trying to topple the government in Syria as well, man. Just what they did to the Ukraine, topple the government, all right, put the nation in debt so they could be held by the balls by the goddamn IMF, the International Monetary Fund. The same thing these elite bankers are going to do to other different countries, man. But you have certain independent countries that's actually fighting against it. All right, but as the scripture says, if Satan be divided against Satan, because all these nations are Edomites, all these different elites that are warring with each other are Edomites, man. And contrary to popular beliefs, the very elites are not in one accord with each other, man. All right, they're all Satans, you know what I'm saying? Vladimir Putin's a goddamn dude. They're all demons, but these demons are vying for power, man. It's a true actual fight. That's not no stage fight. They're truly actually fighting for how this new world order is going to be instituted and what family is going to be on top. Little do they know, as it says in the book of Job, the Most High is going to laugh at their ass, man. Because pursuant to prophecy, we up next. Who is the we? The nation of Israel, the sons and daughters of Israel, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. We up next, man. Which our primary leader, Yahweh Shah, being the head of that, man. We being joint heirs with him, man. So the fact that Trump is actually going to, the United States is actually going to put more troops in there, because you got to understand, ISIS was set up pretty much by the United States, man. All right, via the CIA, via the Free Syria Army. They did the same shit back in the 50s with these, particularly these rogue Syrian rebels that they set up, man. They did the same thing to topple Iran, to take over Iran. So they, that's what they do. Now, let's say for example a group over here. Let's use the Crips and the Bloods, right? Let's say I'm a cop and I'm saying I'm gonna get rid of all the Bloods in this particular neighborhood, all right? And let's say you bring them all the way down, right? Now you say I want to take all the Blood gangs and the Crip gangs in the whole United States. You could never do that. You could never do that, all right? So it's the same thing with ISIS. They could use, let's say, okay, we're gonna stay in Syria till ISIS is gone. then you're going to be in Syria forever because you can't truly get rid of ISIS. Or let's say you quote-unquote get rid of ISIS, you could just create another terrorist group, man. Because when there's a war on terror doesn't end. You can't shoot terror in the head, man. All right? So they're trying to create a non-stop cycle of war and violence, man. And they're trying to use these different proxy rebel groups that they set up as excuses to get their ass in the Middle East, man. All right? When you look at Project for a New American Century, or PNAC, set up in 2001, they said we need a Pearl Harbor-like event to get over there in the Middle East. And what was that Pearl Harbor-like event? September 11th, the crashing of the towers, man. And they used that to their advantage, and they got over there, man. All right. So yeah, man. Okay, the stage is being set for the Third World War. All right. As you can see, it's a man's going of the Lord, man. All right. So right now, the Mossad is in a time of war. It's a time of civil unrest because this is what was said in the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter: wars and rumors of wars, man. So just a quick update of what's going on geopolitically, Hakim. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, America reneged on their word just like they reneged on the Iran nuclear deal. Two different missile treaties they reneged on. So they say one thing and do the next, man. That's a nation of Esau, man. That's how they work, with a forked fucking tongue. But at the end of the day, they're all puppets of the Mossad, man. So the fact that they put more troops in there is a beautiful thing, man. Let's see where this thing goes, man. Every day that passes is a grain in the sand for this man's kingdom to go down. That was just a quick update. I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakakodash. That belongs to the apostles and the elders of great millstone true well. And salutations to the hopefully elect out there, man. You brothers that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. Shalom, Akim.